There, I did it right this week.
For more info, visit so fucking stupid is what that is. No one cares. Nobody cares. Jesus Christ. Did that bumper take long enough to fucking air? Jesus. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new show that got shout out the ass of our producer Michael J. And I pitched, I think, a couple ideas along with it as well. I believe we're calling this the Angry Cripples Show. It's all about us two crippleds talking about what makes us angry. Speaking about something that makes me angry right off the bat is, why are we calling it the Angry Cripples Show when we either could have just called it the Angry Cripple Show without the S at the end of Cripples, or Angry Cripples with apostrophe S, like a fucking educated person would put in. I guess we'll ask our bald bastard producer once he gets in here with me. But yes, I need a haircut. I'm angry. Mike's angry, I think. And we're going to be talking about stuff that makes us angry and see how this first episode goes on tonight's episode, our inaugural episode. Fucking join us. Start the show.
Hello, everyone. Grandpa the Nerd here, and I'm here to warn you, okay? What you're about to watch, you shouldn't. All right? These two guys have a chip on their shoulder, and they can be total jerks. All right? So this is my warning to you. Don't watch it. And if you do watch it at your own risk, because I'm telling you now, they got the huge chip. Oh, you should feel sorry for us. We're crippled. We don't got a life. Oh, we have the right to say what we want. What are you going to do about it? We're crippled. Yeah. We get it. Look, they're going to use harsh language. They're going to say rude things. They're going to make you mad. So in my opinion, like I said, watch at your own risk.
Okay, let's run. Stick around.
To the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.
What a fucking train wreck of an intro. Train wreck of an intro. Train wreck of your spelling of this fucking show.
I'm gonna puke. Okay.
We're starting with this already.
Because it's just so funny because I'm sitting there and you're like, ass or bald bastard producer. And I'm like, well, now see, here's the thing. I remember, did I or did I not ask you what we should do for an opening?
I think all I remember is you asking me if we wanted to do a cold open.
Well, no. I meant like an opening for the show, like an intro for the show. Did I ask you at one point?
Maybe you did, but I didn't really have any ideas.
Well, no, you said, and I quote, you said, get a bunch of things of people like beating the shit out of each other and doing other things for about a minute, and that's how the show will open. So I went on YouTube and I searched action montage, and I just
And
took
stole
the
it.
first,
You stole it.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, I think I am remembering that I said that now. I don't know how serious I was, but you know, Michael J., you take everything
Well-
super serious.
Well, no, what I was I'm going to tell you what I was going to do, and how what I was going to do didn't, or why what I was going to do didn't work. Why my original planned opening didn't work was because I was trying to grab Arnold Schwarzenegger, the T-800 and the T-1000 from Terminator 2, and I was going to put your face on Schwarzenegger and my face on Robert Patrick. And I was going to have us like fighting with each other. But I couldn't make it work because I don't know how to do that.
Well, you did the best that you could.
Yeah. And the reason, okay, the reason that it's cripples like cripples is because we're two cripples. And we're both angry.
Yes, but then there should be an apostrophe S in cripple.
No, because apostrophe S is showing ownership. Are you one cripple that is owning your anger? See, that's how that works.
The Angry Cripples Show.
Cripples means that there's two cripples who are angry. Do I have to get our English major, Mr. Rhodes, in on this? Because he'll back me up. He did go to college for writing.
He'd have to ask his wife permission first to come on to our show.
Yeah, that you're probably right about. I'm not gonna lie. You're 100%.
Yeah, I
right.
guess. It looks awkward to me for some reason. I don't know. Angry
The
Cripple.
handicap.
You know.
Well, with the handicap thing, it looks like. What does it look like? It looks like.
I guess it works.
I feel like we're The Office. Did you ever watch The Office? I feel like The Office.
No, I haven't. I'm not a faggot like you are.
I've never watched The Office. Well, no, I can't say that. I've watched
I'm
a few
not a faggot
episodes.
like your husband, or like your husband, like your brother and his husband.
If I did have a husband, then I would indeed, be that. But
You'd
I'm
be a
I don't
faggot
have a
then,
husband.
yeah.
Yes, but I don't have a husband, so that's how that works. See?
What if you did go gay, Mike? You think you could find someone?
It's not it wouldn't happen.
No,
It
but
wouldn't
let's just speak hypothetically, just for a minute. If you
Okay, all right. Let's be hypothetical.
or let's just say if you went with a trans woman, which is a biological male.
Oh, I can't do that either.
Well,
I
I mean, but let's just say that's, you gave up on actual women. You said, fuck it.
Yeah.
I either want a big, burly, hairy bear man or a trans woman,
I wouldn't want a bear. I'm not a bear. I don't think I'm a bear type. I mean, I feel like I would be the bear. I would be the bear of the relationship.
Right.
Yeah, I'm the bear. I don't have hair on my head, but I have hair everywhere else, basically. So I'm a bear.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a big fat grizzly. Big fat grizzly cripple.
So anyway, I see that we have our boy Steve Z in here. I'm going to pretend that I remember who that is.
He's usually with the neighbors crew. You
Oh.
don't with Paul and Murray.
Okay. So he's part of
He
their
watches-
circle. He's part of their
He
circle.
watches.
crew.
Yes, he watches them normally. So
Okay, cool. That's a way better show than anything we're going to do tonight. But yeah, he first said that, what makes me angry? Where the hell have you been all this time? Oh, is he talking about me, or is he talking about the shows in general?
I don't know. I mean, the shows have been here. I haven't been on air since shit. I don't remember the last time I did a show. I think it was the last time she was in the hospital. Probably a couple of weeks before she actually died, I think was the last time I did a show.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I was
amazing.
just going to say, she's not in the hospital now. Where is she?
She's 6 feet under. And, it's surprising that I can say that now in jest, because for the longest time I was not able to do that.
Yeah. Well, you're
I mean,
coping.
in a
You're coping.
I mean, in a sense, I'm still not that great with it.
Yeah.
You know, but see, I don't know.
Did you guys have her buried?
Well, yeah, she wanted to be buried. I was gonna like say cremation, but she wanted
She wanted to be
burial. So
buried.
I was, yeah. So we did the burial thing.
You're
and,
lucky. You're lucky she didn't want to do the William Shatner thing and try to like become a tree.
yeah, but he's still alive. Is that what he wants to
Yeah,
do? He wants to be a
yeah.
tree.
He
Where
was
the fuck did you
on.
hear that?
I pay attention to Steve-O's podcast from time to time, and he came on
Oh.
the Steve-O's podcast several months ago, and that's what he said.
Mhm.
He's like, he's got this whole idea of what he wants to happen when he dies. He wants to be planted in seeds of a tree. He wants to be a tree.
Oh Jesus! Christ.
Pretty sure that's what he said. But
Well,
I want to. Are you not looking at the comment section where Steve is trying to jerk us off over here? He said he
I
can do
don't.
it. He said that he
I
can
don't
do
have
it.
a.
He said he can do a better intro than you did.
I know he can, because I've seen what he can do.
Yeah.
I do not question that one bit, Mr. Z. You know your shit. I do not.
Then he also corrected me on a couple of things. He says Cripples is plural, and he also says The Office is a great show. Subjective. But then he says that I've been gone so long that I forgot about him. And yeah, sorry, that's true. I forgot. I forget about everyone to comment. I shouldn't get
He
that.
really does.
Yeah, it's nothing personal. I forget a lot of things. If it wasn't for Michael J contacting me and saying, "Hey, remember we got a show to do. You remember we got to do a show, Cody. We got to do it. Okay, let's do it. We can take everyone else down. We can grab the world by the balls. You know what I'm saying, Cody? That's what Michael J does.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, came up with this idea, the Angry Cripple Show. We're basically going to be having conversations on occasion about the things that piss us off, like genuinely piss us off.
Yes, genuinely.
Glad to see you again, Steve, for the first time and for another time. Steve, while we're talking, you can feel free to let us know what's been pissing you off lately, other than the fact that we've been gone for too long.
Yes.
But while he's typing that out or thinking about it or itching his asshole or whatever he's doing, Mike, what's been pissing you off lately?
See, I don't know where to start, because I told you that there were a few things that were like really. Do I want to start about the phone call I got today? Well, I got two phone calls today. Well, one ended not so good. The other one ended kind of good. So let's end the one that ended kind of good. Kind of gave me some insight into a certain individual. So I was like, you know what? This is something we have to talk about. You remember how we had that Tiberius kid on the network?
I think so.
You know, the Tiberius show used to be on Wednesdays at 3:30.
Yeah.
And then I dropped it because I realized that a certain outlet took my broadcast, because we aired on Wednesday at 3:30 and this person aired the same show like Thursday at 6. So obviously that would give him time, or give them time, to pull the one that I broadcasted and then, repurpose it for their own use.
Mike, I'm glad to know you're using this person's preferred pronouns. How nice of you.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to take the high road.
The high road.
It's a road less traveled by me, but I'm doing it,
Do you think we could get somehow talk John into coming back to the network and doing a podcast, and he'll name it The High Roads, and it'll be all about him on his moral journey of living a better life and being a better John Rhodes.
Well, how about you know what I'll do? I'll clip this and I'll send this to him, because even though he only has like he can probably watch a music. I don't even think he has enough internet to watch a music video a month. He could probably watch like a minute clip. So I could probably send him this and maybe he could watch it. So, we're clip that part and send that to him.
It'll only take him a day and a half to download what we just said here.
Yeah, I could see that. It's
the high roads.
Yeah, the high roads. Do it, roads. The high roads.
Steve Z says,
high road.
Steve Z says, you know what has been pissing me off? I've done a lot for Rabbit and Red, and not once have I been asked to be a guest. I'm really not mad, but what the hell, with a smiley face. Mike, that's all you. Why the fuck haven't you seen the talent that Steve Z has? Why the fuck hasn't he been on as a guest?
Look, I do shows. I mean, this really is my first week back in months, and I have this, and then I have Rabbit and Red with Theo on Thursday. So I mean, I would like to try to work that out, Steve, if we could do that at some point. It's something I'm sure we could do. We could figure something out, because I have there's nothing but time here at this point to do.
Yeah, seeing as how your mom's fucking dead, right?
Yeah, pretty much at this point. It's still weird to think about it, to be completely honest with you, that I'm here.
She's not coming back.
I'm here, and I look behind me, and the light in the bedroom is out. It's been out since February 19th. Like a month before she died, anyway. So, because she was in the hospital.
What if you still randomly every once in a while hear in the background, Michael?
I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. I'm getting the fuck out. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. There are a few points during the night where I do think I hear things coming from that room, and I just lay on the couch, and I'm just like, all right. It's gonna pass. It's gonna pass. It's gonna pass, and then I don't hear it again.
Yeah, it's just you going through. It's just you going through coping mechanisms. That's all.
I mean, I barely sleep at night as it is. I maybe get, if I'm lucky, I get like 3 hours, because I sleep on the couch still, and I'm just so used to waking up to hearing like, I can't breathe. I need water. I need this. I need that. And it's like, it's when somebody is your entire life for 11 years, and then it like just drops to like that they're just not here. It's the weirdest fucking thing in the world.
Wait, I just see that Soothing Sounds with Grandpa Dada Sunday morning. Who does the fucking spelling on these? Grandpa Dada.
Where?
Oh my god.
Oh, Paul did that. I didn't do that.
Paul fucked up his own grandpa name?
I guess he did off the
question or comment, call us 1-855-931-4747. Steve, call us up. Talk to us. We'll jerk you off or something. You want to be a guest? Come be a guest. Call us up. I'm going to let you know, and I'm watching this ticker at the end, and I'm going to tell you to look as soon as I see it coming up again. Because
I'm looking down now to see if I can see. Yeah. Well,
no, so right there it's spelled right. Grandpa, right? Get your grandpa swag.
Right.
There it's spelled.
Well, no, that's because I did that. There it is. There it is. Soothing Sounds with Grandpa.
Yeah. Grandpa. That's not right? Am I losing it? Like, I'm correct on this, right? Oh, there it is. Soothing Sounds with Grandpa. Grandpa. Grampda. Grandpa. Well, I'm glad Grandpa is doing great lately.
Okay.
Hey, Theo's in here.
All right. Where?
He's in the chat.
Who?
He's in the chat.
Oh, I didn't. I don't have the comments open, so I don't know.
Why don't you just click on the comments and you can see every? No wonder no one wants to talk to you, Mike. Jesus.
Who?
Theo's in here. Steve's in here. We got
Oh,
one big circle jerk going, and you're not even looking at the comments section like I am.
That's very nice. I approve.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, with the Tiberius shit that I thought was great. So I find out that Tiberius's father, because he calls me and he says, and I mentioned about the other individual, and he has no idea who this person is. And he's like, I don't know where they're getting the show from. I've never talked to them. I don't know who they are. And I explained to him the whole situation. And he's like, and believe me, even if I knew them, I wouldn't do business with them because they just, you know, they don't seem right. So, you know, and it's funny to me because this person doesn't realize that they contributed to making her last 4 months on this earth a living hell because of things that they have done. And I'll just say this. One of these days, their fucking fantasy world of bullshit is going to come burning to the ground, and I'm going to be there to piss on the ashes. Mm-hmm.
Well, goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
get your grandpa swag. Get your grandpa. Hey, that's how you spell it. Grandpa. Check out the Grandpa Network. That's correct. Check out the Grandpa Network over on YouTube. Check out Grandpa's playlist. That's all. See, that's all correct. And then here we go. Yeah. Soothing Sounds with Grandpa. Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. God damn, we got to get on that boy. You got to get in his face and make that exact facial expression you're doing right now. That's the Michael J. Like, I bet you didn't know. I knew you didn't know. I'm about to laugh and I'm about to make retarded sounds right about now. Here it comes. Oh, look at my throat. It's inflating and deflating because I'm about to laugh.
I'm getting a call.
Are you? Good.
From the studio line, but it's not coming through, so I can't pick it up.
Oh.
Because they have to, if you call the number, if you press 1, it'll bring you to the studio. If you press 2, it takes you to my cell phone, which is what just rang.
So what do they got to do to get on the show?
They have to call the number, that 855-931-4747, and then they have to press the number 1.
So if you hear that, whoever the fuck just called, try again and hit 1 this time. Join us. Help us get this first episode back on the tracks.
I do have the Cripples from To Catch a Predator. That was good, but I guess.
Oh yeah, you were telling me a little bit about that. Let's look at that while we're.
Have you seen that before?
No. Have I seen what?
The Cripple on To Catch a Predator.
No, I haven't. I haven't watched that show.
Well, okay, so I'll just share the screen, so then that way, if you want to talk over it, we can talk over it.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. This should be it.
Kane, he has cerebral palsy.
No, you come in. He drove up as close as he could to the door so he didn't have to walk as far because he has the cane. I told him to come on inside and he finally agreed.
Meet Dustin McFetridge. He's 26 years old, divorced, suffers from cerebral palsy, and collects Social Security benefits. He's driven 5 hours to have...
Wait. Yeah, he's divorced.
That's the whole reason. That's what I was just going to say. He's divorced?
He's divorced.
I wonder why. Like, and they said he's 28?
I thought I heard 26.
Oh.
By
the way, I believe it's Steve that's trying to call, and he says that he is pressing 1. Is that not?
That's weird because my cell phone is ringing saying I'm getting a call. Hold on a second. Let me. Oh, I can't call the studio line because it's gonna. He says that it rings. I don't have my landline phone.
He said it rings, but no answer. It goes to voicemail.
Yeah, because that's my. Wait. So when you call, and it says press 1 for the studio line, press 2 for Mike the owner, and then I think 3 is like a voicemail or something like that. Because see, like when you press 1, it should ring over here on Skype. I don't know why it's not ringing on Skype. It should. It should, because your calls are coming through, but they're coming through to my phone. They're not. I don't know why they're not ringing there. That's very disconcerting and disappointing.
All right, let's get back to this clip.
Okay. Yes. Let's hold on.
He's cerebral palsy. He's 28 and he's divorced. I want to know why he's divorced. Yeah. But okay.
Well, they don't. Yeah, they don't say that. But we should talk to this guy. I don't think he's in prison now.
Sex with a girl posing as a 13-year-old. As you'll find out, this isn't his first time chatting inappropriately with a minor. Our decoy Casey starts to feel sorry for him as she watches him struggle to get out of the car. But then she remembers what he'd been saying online.
When you listen to him talking, he really is no different. He still is wanting to have sex with a little girl.
Using the screen name Wrestling Dude East Tennessee, he asks the girl if he could
Wait. How the fuck? Right, listen.
His screen name was Wrestling Dude. Dude, I'm telling you, it is true. A lot of handicapped people love wrestling for some reason.
Well, I did in the 80s, but I don't really anymore. So I must be one of the odd men out then in that regard. But
let's watch the rest of this clip.
Dead sex.
What have you done with a guy?
Nothing.
Wow. So I'd be your first at everything?
Yeah.
After he tells the decoy about his disability, he moves on to talking about anal and oral sex. He asks if he can shave her private parts and later makes a rather bizarre request.
Send me a pair of your panties. Pick a pair you want me to have and wear them for 2 or 3 days straight.
For reals?
Yeah.
He also asks her if he can have a 3-way with the decoy and her sister, and he repeatedly asks the girl to marry him. When they make a plan to meet, he tells her he'll bring an electric razor. KBI Commissioner David James watches on a monitor as McFetridge comes into the house.
When you first look at him and you see him, and you could say that I felt a little bit sorry for him, a little bit. And then you remember why we're here. You know, whether he has cerebral palsy or not, he still was there to molest a child.
That's pretty cool, right?
There's no excuse for molesting a child. I don't care what it is.
So what's up?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Did you bring the razors?
Yeah.
So what did you want to do with them? I was kind of confused.
I'll show you later.
Can you just tell me, please? I won't come here if you don't tell me.
I thought you was wanting to be shaved. Down there.
Is
He's
that
just
what you
trying
wanted
to help you.
Yeah, that's what you wanted to.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of nervous. I'd rather, like, talk about it first so I kind of know. You know what I mean?
What do you want to talk about, sweetie?
Well, like, tell me what you're going to do so I'm kind of
What do you
prepared.
want to talk about,
It's
sweetie?
just easier to explain it as we go along before I do it.
Well, like, what would you do first?
I don't know. I'd like to hold you.
And then what?
Hey, pause this for a second.
That's why I was asking
Yeah.
you.
Hold on. Wait. Did he say I just like to hold you?
I
Because at
something
first
like
it
that.
sounded like it sounded like he was like, I just want to hose you, and I'm thinking to myself,
Yeah, I think he meant hold you. Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say because you're fucking cock ain't hosing shit.
So,
you crippled
I
bastard.
believe the reason why she's trying to get him to talk about it is because they need him to flat out say, like, on camera, the bad
Right.
stuff that he wants to do, so they can legally have a case against him. I think. I could be
Yeah,
wrong about that.
No, I think you're right. And why? Okay, here's my question: why the fuck does he have a Bluetooth in his ear?
Yeah, this guy. I have plenty of thoughts after this is over with. Go ahead and let's finish this.
I'm sure. Yes, let's resume.
You come over here.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but
Yeah, I wouldn't force you to do anything, sweetheart.
So I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Well, I wasn't going to do nothing.
You weren't going to do anything.
No.
Why don't you tell me what your plan was tonight?
I didn't bring nothing with me. I didn't do nothing bad, and I would never force nobody to do anything against their will, sir.
But you did bring some things with you tonight.
I brought a razor.
A razor. And what were you going to do with the razor?
I thought she wanted to be
Hygiene.
shaved down there, and I thought she said she was 17 or something.
Well, I've got the transcript right here.
I believe that, sir. And
Right.
He was told online she was 13 and even referred to her young age several times, wishing she was 5 years older. And as for all the explicit sex talk,
I was trying to see if I could find out if that was a cop, or so I didn't waste those.
Well,
times.
it sounds like what you're trying to see is if you could score with a 13-year-old girl.
No, sir.
I mean, have you chatted online with underage girls before?
Quite honestly, I had one time before.
A young girl.
Yeah.
he says he was chatting with a 14-year-old girl, and the girl's mother's boyfriend was a cop who found out about it and wanted to press charges.
It never went to trial. I apologized, and everybody.
Did you plead guilty or no contest?
We didn't go to court. It was just over the phone and like, hey, I'm sorry. This is why I said that.
Was it a scary situation to you?
Yeah.
Did you learn your lesson?
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem
No.
so tonight.
And I didn't, like I said, I wouldn't do nothing bad.
You say, I want to make love to you. Have you ever seen people have sex?
It's just
Then
curiosity.
you send her a picture of people having sex.
I thought she asked for it.
She asked for it. She didn't ask for it. You sent it to her. And even if she did, I mean, you're not supposed to be sending stuff like that to somebody who says they're 13.
But instead of taking responsibility, he tries to blame it all on the decoy.
She was wanting me to come up here and see her so bad, and I didn't want to disappoint her.
You're a grown man.
I know.
What do you think should happen to you?
Don't know. I don't.
Well, there's something I got to tell you. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet young teens online for sex.
It's all wrong in my part, but she led me on a little too, and I understand both ways.
I mean, she's not driving the train here. You're the grown-up.
I know.
You get that, right?
Yeah, and it's stupid on my part.
As he heads for the door, Dustin doesn't seem to
This is
know
great.
that
Look at the
officers
cripple.
from the
Look at the
Warren
cripple.
County Sheriff's Office are waiting to arrest him.
Dustin, take a step out, okay? Take a step out.
They got guns drawn on him?
Okay.
Because
No,
of his
I don't
disability,
think so.
officers are careful taking him into custody.
I would have thrown him down the steps.
I wouldn't hurt nobody.
While he's being booked, his car is searched.
Braun electric razor, some KY lubricant, and
What was that
and
for?
a digital camera as well.
Then he's brought in for questioning, where he admits to bringing a razor and lubricant.
What were you going to use it for?
I guess.
Was it in case you had sex with her?
Yeah, but I was going to try not to.
But you would have had sex if you hit it off with her.
If we got along and I thought it was a meaningful relationship, honestly, then yeah.
Again,
There
he
you go.
says he's not the only one to blame. The girl teased him into coming.
She called me today, want me to come up here.
But you were telling her you were her boyfriend, right? You wanted to marry her.
After she's 18.
Okay.
If we got along.
And how does he explain the picture he sent?
Because she said she'd never seen a penis before.
Why does a girl that age have to see one?
I don't have no answer for that one.
He admits that he probably possesses child pornography.
There's probably a few photos and a few videos that I had downloaded.
Have you ever met anybody in any other chat rooms that you've had sex with?
Yes.
Any of them underage?
No, sir.
Dustin Jacob McFetridge.
Later, he goes before a judge where he enters a not guilty plea.
Your bond will also be $50,000 cash.
Should I be signed over to the custody of my mother?
No, sir.
Okay. Can
I'll see you
that
Friday.
she gets her vehicle back?
I'll see you Friday at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Wow. So.
Oh, you know what? I just realized why the fucking phone wasn't ringing. I have to have Skype open.
Oh, gee, great. Well, while you're fixing your retard syndrome that you have over there, I'll give my thoughts on this. I have no doubt that he is telling the truth about one aspect, and that is that decoy probably was pressing it along. You know, she probably was saying things like, well, you know, tell me what you want to do, and you want to come over, you should, you know, that's how they do it. That's how they do it. But he should have known better. And cerebral palsy or whatever, like, come on, 13, like, I could maybe take up for him if he thought he was talking to like a 17-and-a-half-year-old. You know what I mean? If, oh, you're 17, oh, you turn 18 in 2-3 months, like, okay, let's talk. Like, I could maybe understand that, because then you can have the mindset like, well, I'll get to know her, be friends with her for 3-4 months, and after her 18th birthday, give it to her. But oh God, and they said in that narrative, the narrator said, referred to it, the 13-year-old as a minor. That's not necessarily just a minor. That's a child. 13 and under is children. A minor, I believe, would be mid-teens, I believe, unless it's state by state, actually. So maybe it's what state was that in? Texas?
I don't know.
They sounded southern, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, he could have migrated from Texas to Ohio. Because isn't I thought it was Ohio. I thought it was maybe in your neck of the woods.
Well, maybe play the beginning of it, because they say it in the beginning, right?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they do. And I did open Skype, so it should work now, but let's play the beginning of this again just so I can.
So Steve Z, try us again. Press 1, right? So we can get you on the
Kane,
show.
he has cerebral palsy.
No, you come in. He drove up as close as he could to the door so he didn't have to walk as far because he has the cane. I told him to come on inside, and he finally agreed.
Meet Dustin McFetridge. He's 26 years old, divorced, suffers from cerebral palsy, and collects Social Security benefits. He's driven 5 hours to have sex with a girl posing as a 13-year-old. As you'll find out, this isn't his first time chatting inappropriately with a minor. Our decoy Casey starts to feel sorry for him as she watches him struggle to get out of the car. But then she remembers what he'd been saying online.
All right,
See,
now
they didn't say it.
all I know is he must have spent a lot of gas money to drive 5 hours.
5? Yeah, I would have loved to have. See, now, if I was the cops, I would have grabbed him. I wouldn't have been nice with him. We could have just thrown him down the steps and then just...
No, I think they handled it perfectly, honestly. Like, they were talking down to him a little bit because of his disability, but they weren't letting him off the hook or anything. Like, they were making sure he understood, like, hey, we caught you. You know what he should have done? As soon as you see Chris Henson or whatever the fuck that guy's name is come out, he should have just been like, yeah, fuck it, you caught me. I was going to do such and this with that aged person that I thought was that age, and fuck it, you caught me. That's what he should, like, because at that point, you're caught. At that point, you're already caught. Like, there's no, he says he's calling. Is it still not?
I know. Did you? Okay. I think this is, okay, hold on, because I just got a text saying I was getting a call from this number. I'm assuming, Mr. Z, that this is your number.
Probably.
Because if it is, I can just call your number. If you wouldn't mind, I could do that. If you want to, and then that way you can talk, because I don't know why it's going to my phone and not the show line. But did you want to say something before I called him, or do you want to?
Oh, yeah, I just want to say one last thing. I wonder how old that clip was. Was that from like the early 2000s or something?
It was posted on YouTube like 15 years ago. So
okay, so yeah.
It was posted in 2009. And my thing is, I wonder like what happened to him. Is he still alive? We know if he's still alive, he has cerebral palsy still.
I will say real quick. Oh yeah, no. Do you think he grew out of it?
Why would they let them? Here's what I don't get. Why would they let them like put him in an actual like real jail? It seems like, that they wouldn't want to put him in general population, because somebody like that could be somebody's bitch pretty easily.
Yeah, but he was wanting someone underage to be his bitch, so I don't know. We can go ahead and get Steve on the line, but they caught him, give him a little bit of a punishment, and then I think they should have let him on his merry little way. And if he keeps doing it, then yeah, maybe, prison sentence. But no, I don't think just based off of that decoy pushing him into it. Because like I said, I do believe it. I think that decoy was pushing him. And I'm not making excuses for him. He should have known better. But I think they were kind of both in the wrong on that. And he got in trouble. He got caught. I think the embarrassment is worse than the jail time, in my opinion. And I don't know. Hopefully he's not still out there doing shit like that. How old would he be now? He'd be like your age now, wouldn't he?
Well, you figure if he was 26 in 2009, no, he'd still be younger than me.
Okay, no, well, how old was it? Because shit, in 2009, was I 21? No, he'd be older than you.
No, wait, because in 2009. No, in 2009 he was 20. Well, figure. If 2009 he was 26, in 2009 I was going to be 30. So he'd be about 40 right now.
Okay. And the thing is, he could have just. Okay, so here's the thing, because I kind of, in a weird kind of way, I kind of understand why guys like him, want to not be with people their own age. It's because us disabled people, we don't get to talk to women when we're in our teens. But the thing is when you get older, you have to understand you can't cross a certain moral or legal line so you don't get yourself in trouble. Jesus Christ, just befriend an 18, 19-year-old, not a 13-year-old.
I mean, there's plenty out there. The difference is the 18-year-olds are going to ask you for a shit ton of money. And they're going to want to cut of that disability money, without a doubt.
Yeah, well, but what do you think the fuck do you think a 13-year-old is going to want? She's going to want lunch money or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. But still, lunch money is only like $3-4 in comparison to like, an 18, 19-year-old wanting like fucking.
I wonder how old that girl really was, because she didn't look all that old. She didn't look 13, but she didn't look any older than 23.
Yeah, no, she was definitely probably in her early 20s.
Yeah.
Definitely in her early 20s.
And you don't think that guy sat down and thought to himself, oh, shit, this doesn't look like a 13-year-old. Like, he had to have known something was up, like, when she started asking all those questions. I don't know.
Oh, wow. We got bumped off YouTube, I think Steve said.
What? We got bumped off YouTube.
I think we got bumped off YouTube. That's really weird.
Well, I'm not surprised. Look at the shit we're talking about.
Yeah, but that clip that I pulled is from YouTube. Oh, well. It doesn't matter. And we're still on Rumble, so...
Maybe it's just because we're talking about it. Get fucking Steve on the phone. He says he tried 3 times now. He's getting tired. Past Steve's bedtime.
Oh, we're back on now. I wonder if they cut it because of the playing the To Catch a Predator clip or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Let me I'll give okay, let me see here. And yeah, I'm a little rusty with this because it's been forever since I've done it, but we'll give it a shot.
I can tell. Making me angry.
Okay. Do you hear that dialing of the numbers?
I do.
You do? Okay, good.
You dial slow.
There we go. Matt.
To Catch a Predator hotline, we snag him and bag him.
Oh.
Is this Steve? Ah, who?
Hi, this is To Catch a Predator hotline. You snag him, we bag him.
Yeah, Steve. This is Cripple Cody with a brand new shit show that we're doing over here. We just want to know, how do you feel about that cerebral palsy retard getting what was coming to him on that show?
Hey, I have no objection to any. Hey, I used to do shows for a lot of special needs kids doing music and that, and I tell you, people with special needs, in my opinion, are some of the best people in the world. That's the way I feel.
Handicapped people, did you say?
Oh, handicapped, special needs, you name it, like that. Bottom line, I'll tell you one thing. The one thing I've learned, well, to kind of give you a little background, there was a time when I did have a bunch of surgeries, okay? And after one surgery, maybe about within a week after I, got done with the surgery, what happened was the doctor took an 1.5 inches out of my clavicle bone in my shoulder because I had a shoulder injury, right? But by doing that, he caused nerve damage. And what happened was half of my face was paralyzed for 3 months. I couldn't blink, couldn't close my mouth, couldn't talk, nothing like that. But I'll tell you, it was from that point on in my life when I realized when you see people with special needs or handicaps or something, you guys by far are the strongest people in the world, in my opinion. And I'm being honest. I'm not trying to kiss ass or blow smoke up your butt or anything like that. No, bottom line, my hat's off to you guys. You guys go through a lot in life.
Thank you. Don't just take your hat off for us. Take your fucking pants off for us. You know what I mean?
Oh God! See, you haven't been on in a while, and now you're doing that again, just like the last time. Come on.
This is what he does.
I certainly appreciate that you joined us. So, Steve, let me ask you a question, and I want you to give your honest, unfiltered answer here, and don't worry about being a superhero or a villain. What is?
Well, she was dead when I got there.
What is, morally speaking, not legally speaking, morally speaking, what is too young to talk to a girl? No, and let me rephrase. Like, I don't mean.
YouTube, I'm sorry.
I don't mean any type of inappropriate talk. What I mean is, what's too young to befriend in a appropriate, like, hey, we'll see what happens down the line after you're an adult type of it. Would you say, hey, just wait till the girl's 18, or would you say, hey, this cerebral palsy guy, if she was 17, maybe he could have befriended her and didn't deserve to be vilified if it wasn't for the damning evidence against him? That is, what's your opinion on stuff like that?
Well, okay, look at it this way. I mean, you can be friends with a girl in her teen years. I'm not thinking anything sexual or nothing. You could treat them like a friend. I mean, that's the way they go because they're a little mature at that point. But as far as anything sexual, no, it's just not right. I mean, it was okay for the early rock and roll guys like Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis and those guys back in the day, you know, but no, that's just morally wrong. And, you know, being a parent myself, it's just wrong.
Right. No, I mean, I definitely agree with you. Like 18, like if you like a girl that's around that age, Jesus Christ, just be patient till she turns 18.
Yeah, well, it would be pretty bad for me to do it now because I'm 53. So.
Oh, I still wouldn't judge you if you got hooked up with an 18-year-old. Just as long as she's past 18, it's consensual.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, if I got hooked up with an 18-year-old, I'd be a legend.
Yeah, no, I know I've told this story a couple of different times, but back in just a couple of years ago, 2021, I got to hook up with an 18-year-old. She was 5 months past 18, so don't think I just met her like the day before she turned 18 or anything like that. But I met her after she turned 18, and oh, Steve, let me tell you,
you canceled your credit card after that.
Oh no, she ain't never got a hold of any of my cards, believe it or not. She was
You do realize I'm trying to get Michael to laugh right now, you know that.
Yeah, you're trying to get him to do the hyena cerebral palsy laugh. Yeah.
Well,
no, not that.
Not
that.
all of
No,
us.
just, hey, I think Michael, after what he's been through lately, he deserves to laugh, dude. And it's so good. Hey, Michael, I'm so glad you're doing good, buddy. It's so good to see you smiling.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. This is different for me. This is, like I said, weird still, but I'm managing. But it's weird.
I mean, she's fucking
Very
dead.
weird.
Get over it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, I mean, she is. You're right.
A lot stronger than you think, Michael.
Oh, you're right, though. She is. She's dead. She's 6 feet. Oh, wow. She is. That's.
Hey, you know what? I'm not a religious person, but I do believe she's still with you.
Oh, no. Well,
She just ain't going to do what Cody says. She ain't going to whisper in your ear like, I'm still here. No, she ain't going to do that. No.
Oh, I should show you. I should show you a commercial that I saw. The first time I saw it was like an hour after I got the call that she died. And I shit you not, I see it every day, at least once or twice a day since she died. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna pull this up because you need to
right.
While you're looking that up, look at the final Angry Cripples logo picture I made for you.
Let me.
Cody, you're gonna love it. Trust me, it's right up your alley. You're gonna love it.
Okay, awesome. So while he's
and Cody, by the way, just so you know, I haven't seen anything you've done on Rabbit and Red since that one time when I was chatting with you. I can't remember when I think you had Grandpa on at that time too, and you were just doing a bunch of stuff, and you were talking about Murray and stuff like that. That's the last time I saw you do anything. So that's why I thought you were gone for a while, but it's great to see you back.
Yeah, no, I never really intentionally left. We just kind of ran out of creative ideas. And you know, I guess there's no problem mentioning this. It's my assumption that Paul is no longer interested in doing Crossing the Streams, and which is fine. There's no problem between me and Paul or anything like that. So I believe Crossing the Streams is either on a hiatus or maybe done for. I'm not sure, at least for a while until we figure out.
He did put a lot on his plate right now too. So I mean, he's got that soothing sound. He's got his playlist. He's got his sideshow. Neighbors talking shit, and all that. So I mean, he's got a full plate.
Yeah, no, I'm not upset with him in the slightest. That if he didn't want, it's completely fine. I still consider myself friends with Paul, and it's completely fine.
Yeah.
And as far as
anything to me, so no, I think you guys are still solid. So you're
yeah.
good.
And as far as the hot seat goes,
I love that. By the way, that Angry Cripples thing, I love it.
Can you put it up on the?
Yeah, hey,
I'll be
can
using
you bring
that
it up
from
so
now
Cody
on.
can see it?
Yeah, let me. All right, let
Okay.
me.
But yeah, and
listen.
as far as the hot seat goes, we just kind of ran out of guests, for at the moment.
So
So
hey, and you want to know one good thing? You guys got me joining you now. The
Yeah.
guy with the ideas.
yeah, maybe I should have had you come onto the hot seat and on camera or something.
Hey, my goal, just to let you know, and I'm glad Michael's here to hear this, and I've told Grandpa this, or Paul, it's whatever we want to call him.
Grandpa Doc.
I've told him millions of times, my goal is to make you guys at Rabbit and Red, or make you guys or whatever, look far above better than anybody else online right now. That's why I try to be more creative with those intros I've been doing, those songs for the intros for the shows, like that Soothing Sounds, that's me singing that. If you didn't know, that's...
Oh, I didn't know.
Grandpa loved it.
Yeah, no,
I
that is a. I do like that intro of that show. I like that a lot. I like all of them. The neighbors.
Well, like
and all,
I said, my goal is to make you guys stand out above everybody else. I want people to go, "Holy crap, who's that?" And then you can say, "Oh, that's Rabbit and Red." I guess, that's what's cool, because if you guys succeed, I'm succeeding. That's the way I see it.
Great. We love you too. Do we have to suck you off?
Appreciate that immensely.
Hey, real quick, I see we got Morgan in our chat. I see we got Morgan. Yeah, we got Morgan in our chat. Hey, Morgan, how have you been? So Steve, while
hey Morgan, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Yeah. So Steve, while Mike's over there fingering his shithole, I did want to ask, you said you're 53 years old. Here's one of the subjects that I did want to talk about on tonight's episode, and you might be
when I got there, I told you.
Yeah, you might be the perfect guest for this type of topic, because this is something that me and Mike constantly talk about in private. How are you
nervous now?
How are you feeling about this whole alphabet clan taking over and telling us what pronouns we have to use, and supposedly more than 2 genders, 50 different genders and all that shit? Tell us your unfiltered opinions about that.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I'll give you my opinion. As far as them, I mean, if they're happy doing it, Godspeed to them. Fine. That's the whole thing in life, is be happy, right? But as far as, there's the logo.
Yeah, that was great. I do love that logo. Thank you. That's awesome.
Awesome. Okay. All right. But as far as my opinion on it, really, what the hell happened to this world? Seriously. When I was younger and stuff like that, here, just to give you an idea, let's just go through a few things right here. School shootings, for one, right? When I was in school, if there was a problem, you got into a fist fight at the end of school and it was over with. Done. Nobody ever thought about bringing a gun to school, right? Now you got these kids, I'm going to bring this gun and I'm going to shoot everybody, la da da. All right, fine. You're sick with your life, but don't ruin other people's lives, right? Now, you also have these people, like this whole transgender thing, right? I don't get it. I really don't, because I'm sorry, there's a male and there's a female. That's bottom line. I'm glad they want to identify as something. Good for you, but don't push it on us, and it's not fair to throw it on me that's older in a generation where it wasn't like that when I was younger. If you want to change the world, change what's happening now. Don't change what happened back then,
Right.
No, as far as the alphabeters, getting into that, and the pronouns and stuff like that, my thought is, mind your own fucking business. Excuse my French, sorry. Get out in the yard, get out in the sunshine, get off your computer for a little while and experience life. Don't just sit back and moan and complain and make it hard for everybody else. Get out there and enjoy life. Life is too damn short to promote hate and stuff like that. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's like, get out there and live. This is a beautiful world if you really look.
Yeah, full of transgenders.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, they're clouding up everything here. Yeah. You want to ask me what they Murray sometime. Woo.
What, is Murray a transgender too? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, Murray. Hey, bottom line, I love Murray like a brother. I've known him a long time, right? But Murray, I'll tell you, he is strongly opinionated. When he wants to speak about something, he ain't afraid. He won't hold back. He's a good one to get on if you really want to get the ratings up.
Yeah, I mean, and I brought that up to Paul before. I just don't know if he's ever brought it up to Murray. I'd love to have Murray on the hot seat. I'd love to get him loosened up and comfortable talking about these topics.
Seriously, he would love to do that.
Talk to him for me. Tell him we'll even put me on the other side of the screen so he can look at me, naturally when his head's turned.
Well, I mean, you could put me on video, but you might lose people watching. They might go, "Oh, what the hell is that?"
But you know what? I wanted to touch on a couple of points that you were making throughout your statement. Yeah,
Hey, go right ahead.
When I was in high school, because I'm probably about almost 20 years younger than you. Well, I'm 37. You said you're 53.
53. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm not quite 20 years younger, but yeah, when I was in high school, all the doors were unlocked, and no one even thought twice about someone marching. Yes, no one even thought twice about someone marching into our high school with a weapon of any kind. I mean, yeah, there was a couple of fist fights. There's a couple in front of me, like in the cafeteria, and it got broke up, and next thing you know, the dudes were talking it out. A couple of days later, it was no big deal. And I remember even back in 2018, because I kept in contact all these years with some of my teachers, who still works at my old high school, and they allowed me to come down there for a visit for the first time in how many years, visit the high school. And she told me, she's like, well, when you get here, let us, call me and let me know, because we got to come unlock the doors. And it threw me off at first. Yeah. I'm thinking, what? The doors that I've always went through are now locked? Why? But it's like, hey,
can I ask you one question real quick, Cody?
Yeah.
Did they have you come down to show the kids why they should study?
Did they have me? What? Did they have me come?
I'm still trying to get Michael to laugh, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Well, that pretty much worked. He's over there.
Cody, hey, if I tease you, dude, that only means that I like you, dude. You're a good guy. All right?
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. I don't know why you think you got to censor your words.
Back to me. I can take it.
I don't know why you think you got to censor your words, though. You know what the fuck this show is all about, what I'm all about, and you're like, pardon my French.
Hey, I do know what it's about, but you guys got people watching that have been trying to get you off the show and everything to cancel you guys out. I know that whole story.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, they're not. No one's trying to cancel me. If anything, a little exclusive on the show that Mike didn't even know until this very moment. But no, these said people are actually trying to recruit me. But no, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually.
My thoughts on that whole thing. They should just go do their thing and leave it. Leave it at that.
Yeah. I mean,
hey, good fun together was great, but just go have fun, man.
I've had to tell a few of them, like, hey, me personally, I don't have a problem with anybody. It's all between them and Mike, and that I stay out of the drama. But I told a few different people in the last year or so, like, I just don't want to be. I came into Rabbit and Red because I was friends with John, then I was friends with Mike, and I'm part of Rabbit and Red. I'm not here trying to make money. I'm here doing a podcast with my buddies, and that's it. I'm not trying to jump ship or anything like that. I'm just here, And
no, good for you.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I ain't trying to be a part of the drama or make things worse.
That's right. Fuck it.
Hey, you know what, Cody? I like what you do. I think you talk about naked guys too much, but I do like what you do. Okay.
You think I'm talking about naked guys too much? Are you naked right now, Steve?
No, dude. The first time I was chatting with you on here, sending messages, you're like, "I'll come to your house and take my pants off and lay in your bed." You said. What the hell, dude?
Of course, that sounds like something stupid I would say. Well, you know why I say shit like that is because I like to I poke fun at the people who are seriously like that. That's all it is. I love poking fun at the Alphabet crew.
No, I am definitely not an Alphabet person. I can be opinionated and do stuff, but I think I consider myself more of a realist. like Murray would say.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not pessimistic. You're not overly optimistic. You're just a realist in most situations. Let me ask you this. You said you're 53. How old are your children?
Let's see. My daughter is getting close to 30 now, and my son is almost 25. But I'm one of those, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm one of those unfortunate guys. You know, my ex-wife, you may have heard of her, Satan, right? But otherwise, yeah, she used the kids as a weapon, and the unfortunate thing, I mean, Murray, if he ever talked about it, I could tell you too. I haven't seen or heard from them, don't know where they are in over 12 years now. But they were so small the last time I saw them. But it's all right. I'm not the only person this has ever happened to in life. But that's, hey, if there's any couples that are splitting up listening to the show, please don't stop each other from seeing the kids. You know, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
No, that definitely is.
Well, I guess that X's out the next question I was going to ask. I was going to ask if you were attempting to keep your family and your children in reality by not letting them think that there's more than two different genders. But Jesus, your son could be your daughter, and your daughter could be your son by this point. You wouldn't even know it.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't really know what's true or not, but I've heard some rumors that, you know, my daughter might not be into the opposite sex. You know, I'm not really sure.
Oh.
I know she's one of those that kind of identifies herself more in the male sense than the female. You know.
Oh.
Like I said, I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, hey, regardless, they're my kids, and even though I haven't seen them, I'd love them no matter how they are. You know.
If you say so. No, I'm just kidding. I understand. No, but like, let's be honest about this, Steve. Going away from the personalness of your family and all that, and generally speaking,
very cool. Thank you. Yes.
Generally speaking, don't you agree that we have to, as a society, as American society, we got to stop with this bullshit of letting children and teenagers think that they have the right to put drugs into their system and get surgeries to change them? Who the fuck believes that a teenager knows what they want the rest of their lives? Did we know what we wanted when we were in our teens, Steve?
No, there was one thing I knew I wanted, and that got me more in trouble than anything in the world.
Yeah, and that's pussy.
Like I said, my ex Satan.
Okay. Yeah. I'm willing to bet your ex-wife had a stinky pussy too. Am I right?
Oh God, I've been down that road.
Yeah, I think we're getting canceled. But yeah, sometimes.
I will say I did find out why the stream got stopped before. And it's because
why did it get stopped?
It's because To Catch a Predator was considered copyrighted content. So that's why they delayed the stream.
Oh, good going.
On YouTube. That's kind of a catchy topic, because I remember when they were doing Neighbors. And they were talking about some movie or whatever where it had, I don't want to say what it was, but youth
I know what you
that were challenged clothing-wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that got bumped off right there too. I don't know if it was something else involved with it, but I have a good feeling that's what it was.
Yeah, I know that we were still on with Rumble and all that stuff, and Rumble and Facebook and X were still going, so that's at least.
I don't think Rumble really cares.
Oh no, Rumble doesn't give a shit about anything.
I mean, here's the thing though, 10, 15 years ago, YouTube didn't care, and Rumble doesn't care right now. That's because they're the underdog. But I guarantee you guys, if Rumble becomes as big as YouTube is now, they will also have strict rules and weird bullshit, and they will no longer be the underdog that we're all rooting for like they are at the moment.
Yeah. That's true. I know YouTube used to be really cool, but now it's like it's so different now. I think the thing I hate the most, and I'll admit I'm one of those that pays so I don't have the ads pop up, because I love YouTube, but man, you try to put anything on there, they'll find any little nook and cranny to say no or cancel you out, or say like I could have written a song that sounds like something else, and they'll be like, no, this is copyright, and it'll be like blank, dead silent on the video when I put it on there, and that it just drives me nuts.
Yeah. Oh no, I know, and they're sticklers with that, and they suck. But real quick, I did find the commercial, so it's only like 30 seconds. So I will play this now. Like I said, I've seen this. I saw it for the first time like an hour after she died, and then I've seen it every day, at least once or twice since. Let me.
Like on purpose, you've seen it, or like it's just popped up?
No, just watching TV.
Oh.
Watching commercial
If
television.
it's I'm stuck on Band-Aid because Band-Aid's stuck on me, I'm gonna lose it.
No, it's not. It's really fucking weird. It's like it's just really fucking weird. Also share audio. Yeah.
You know, I'm a firm believer in like loved ones contacting you in ways too, because when my cousin died from a car wreck, he sent I got this thing on my phone saying you might be interested in this video, and it was a video of him talking about the Milwaukee Brewers that nobody saw.
Mm-hmm.
So
a lot of people say that this is
okay.
Well, a lot of people say that this is her kind of contacting me. It's just really fucking weird, but here it is.
Okay, I'm looking.
Michael, I just wanted to say I'm so proud of you. It's nice to see you enjoying yourself. I hope you see new things. I hope you feel new things. But most of all, I hope you understand that this time is yours. Love, Mom.
See the world like an inside with Chase Sapphire Reserve. Make more of what's yours.
I think your mom just wants you to get a fucking credit.
You know what's crazy, Michael? I saw this for the first time today.
Yeah.
Right? And seriously, I thought about you because I heard the name Michael or Mike, you know?
Yeah. Is that not the weirdest fucking thing?
It's just that's crazy. But hey, if it makes you comfortable or makes you feel happy feeling that way, that it might be your mom, do it. Feel that way.
Oh no.
Do what you gotta
doesn't
do, you know?
It doesn't make me happy. I don't know.
No.
I don't know what it makes me, but it's the weirdest fucking It
Yeah.
is the weirdest fucking thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Ever since I was a kid, and still to this day as an adult, my family and all people who were around me used to try to get me to believe this idea that when your loved ones die, they're always watching over you. And I don't like that, because it's like, yo, you're telling me I don't have motherfucking privacy now? Like my nana in heaven's watching me spank it to some lesbian ass eating porn? Like, great idea. I hope you enjoy the show. And you know, I don't really
see why masturbation is such a bad thing now. See?
Well, my point is like you're basically saying, oh, these people move on to a possible afterlife, but they're still watching us. And I'm gonna tell you what, when I die, if there is a such thing as an afterlife, the last thing I'm gonna want to do is want to watch everybody on Earth. I'm gonna want to party it up wherever the fuck I went. But with that being said,
spirit realm.
And Steve, you can let me know how you feel about all this, because we can get into this topic if you want. I personally am not a religious person. I don't like the idea of using the word belief when I'm talking about shit like this, because it makes me sound arrogant and ignorant. But my theory, and what I mean by this is my theory is like anything can be proven wrong, or anybody can tell me I'm wrong, which is fine. But I have a theory that reincarnation is more possible. And I want to stress the word possible and not probable, because I have no clue what's probable and what's a for sure thing. But if you think about it, there's all kinds of things alive in this planet. Bugs, animals, humans, God knows what else that we don't know as the general public. What's controlling all of it? It's got to be a life cycle. It has got to be. You can't just say, oh, there's an infinite. I mean, you can believe whatever you want, but the idea that there's an infinite quadrillion, bazillion, trillion, million fucking souls that can be created by a creator out there for human beings. And, after human life is over, you supposedly go to a heaven or hell if you're, like that cerebral palsy guy fucking trying to fuck 13-year-olds. But, it's hard for me to believe in that. It's hard for me to go along with that. I think that when a human being dies, it's possible that you're either reincarnated, either as another human being, or imagine this, what if you're reincarnated back to the very beginning? What if you're reincarnated as a gnat or a bug or a caterpillar or something like that, and you after each death?
I would have to take that into consideration because the population keeps growing and growing, and there's more bugs than humans. So obviously, you got to come from somewhere if that was true, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. There are definitely way more. Yeah, there are way more bugs than there are. Are there? Is that a fact? Like, is there more bugs than there are?
That is definitely a fact. Insects outnumber us, I think, damn near 1,000,000 to 1. Yeah.
Okay. Then I wonder, yeah, because like it just makes me wonder, like, what is controlling them? If humans supposedly have souls, what do bugs and animals have? They have to have something that's controlling them.
See, now you're getting into the point where I kind of agree because I'm not religious, but then religion comes into play where they say, oh, we were created in God's image, right? Well, what about a dog? Or what about that fish, you know? Is that God's image also? That's where there's a loophole in the story, see?
Right. And my point is, because I'm not atheist, but I'm also not religious. I'm somewhere in between. I'm the type of guy I like to have an open mind to all ideas, all possibilities, because at the end of the day, I don't know jack shit about what's really out there. And I'd like to be open to whatever happens when it's my time to figure it out, if you know what I mean.
Since you guys don't know me that well, right? And I'm sorry, I have a bad habit of cutting people off, so I apologize if I did. Otherwise, okay. Before I say this, to anybody listening right now, I am in no way telling people the way it is. I'm not telling people how to believe in God or how to worship and stuff like that. I am in no way telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I believe, okay? So now to give you an idea, I was born and raised a Catholic. I went to an all-boys private Catholic school for high school. I was an altar boy all the way up to age 15. And no priest molested me because I wasn't good looking enough, okay?
You jealous?
Okay. But here's what I believe after all the years of Bible class, reading the Bible inside and out. These are my thoughts. One, I don't believe in anything in the Bible because the Bible is written by man. Bottom line, they're just stories that are told years after years that change over time because the original people that saw what happened are no longer around to tell you exactly what happened. Okay? So here's where I stand. I don't believe in the written Bible God, right? But I do believe there's something. There has to be something, right? So now here, let me put you in a situation. Imagine you're back in the time of the Old Testament or Jesus, right? There's no technology, there's no electricity, no light bulbs, no TV, there's no internet for us to do podcasting like this. Nothing, right? You're just a guy in the field wearing clothes, sheep around you, maybe holding a stick, right? And all of a sudden you look up and you see these lights come down like a UFO, right? Initially, what are you going to think that is by looking at it? You're going to think, holy crap, that's a God because that's well above what I can achieve, right? And in the Bible and even in religion, they always teach you, where is heaven? And a lot of people say up and they point to the sky, right? Well, everything in the Bible says they ascend to the heavens, so it goes up. What if they're writing about UFOs, aliens, right? That makes sense. And the biggest BS story in the Bible, in my opinion, is Noah's Ark. That is the biggest BS story of them all. They say, we got 2 of every animal on the earth on that ark. Get the hell out of town with that bullshit, right? The whole world flooded? Oh, you're trying to tell me you saved, hey, what about penguins and stuff that isn't in the Middle East? Well, God had them walk to us. Get the frick out of town with that bullshit. Seriously.
I do agree largely with what
Michael, do you want to comment?
I mean, no, I agree. I mean, I don't think that you're gonna have things from the North Pole like come to wherever just to go to an ark. That's not gonna. I mean, I don't think animals are intelligent enough to be able to do that. So,
but I I do believe animals can think, and I do believe they have feelings.
Oh
A lot of
no,
people say, they don't have
no,
that. Dude,
they definitely
yeah, you
do.
try to tell me how your dog knows who you are, or your cat, you know, or it's not instinct. They know.
Mhm. Oh yeah, no, they definitely do. They definitely do.
Yeah, I I definitely agree.
Cody,
I
Cody, let me ask you. When I mentioned the UFO thing, what are your thoughts on that, Cody?
Well, again, I definitely believe that there's things that exist out there that is beyond our general population of an understanding, and that's my point. Also, like, what if a human life isn't the last stop before either everything restarts or everything ends or whatever? Like, what if, like, yeah, I definitely think that there's other life forms out there. I definitely think that, and I do agree with you.
Let me go a step further on you, right? Have you heard the term, we're here and we won't go to heaven until we've achieved what we're supposed to achieve? Have you ever heard that?
I don't think so. What's that from?
No,
Okay,
I've
well,
heard
they,
that.
they say sometimes that, which would go into reincarnation, right? On the theory of that, they say that you keep coming back until you achieve whatever you're supposed to do in life, and then you ascend to heaven, is what they say, right? But here, let me go a step further on that. What if while we're here, this is hell?
See, and I've heard people say that before too. Like, what if our current life is hell? If this is hell, I ain't having a bad time. I'm not. I'm sure. Like, I tell people that all the time. Most of my days, I'm having a great time. So if this is hell, and there's a better.
Look at the world. Look at the world. There's famine. There's disease. There's war. There's hate. There's the alphabet people out there. Transgenders. You know.
I don't know if
come on. Oh my God! You have Justin Bieber on the radio. Like, that's hell.
I mean,
but wouldn't you agree wouldn't you agree that that's all created by humans, though? All the famine, the war, the hate, the hunger, and I wouldn't say that gay people are created by humans. I think gay people are kind of just. I don't know if I agree that they're born gay, but I think whatever happens throughout an early childhood of a person, like I grew up and I just naturally started looking at girls and like, oh, she's pretty. She's pretty too. Oh, what are those melons on her?
And I've seen some of your pictures online, and then you got older and you're hanging out with porn stars. I saw some of your pictures.
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you jerked off to them too, didn't you? You pervert.
No, I was going to say, wow, you got that porn star to sit on your lap. Well, I saw that. That was pretty cool.
That wasn't even my idea. That was her idea. You know who that was?
I know who she is, but I couldn't remember her name.
Her name's Tori Black.
Tori Black. Okay, yeah.
She's known for fucking the niggas.
Yeah.
No, but in all seriousness, she was because you're right. I've gotten to meet and take pictures with quite a few of those porn stars. Because this local club that I go to, they were getting a lot of them every couple of months or whatever. And out of all of them, Tori Black, she was the absolute nicest to me. She was making eye contact with me. I could tell she wasn't uncomfortable with me because I was disabled or anything like that. And yeah, she said, she's like, well, I'm going to sit in your lap for this picture. Is that okay? And it's funny because I told her, it's like, well, give me a second. I got to put my brakes on or else we're going to go fly. And we almost slipped. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, she almost slipped right off of me because of that. But luckily she didn't. But yeah, I got to meet like Alexis Texas. And you would think that Alexis Texas,
I know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you've squeezed out a couple of her scenes, haven't you? But
no, actually not her, but a couple from that generation. Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking women porn stars from the 90s and the early 2000s. Some of them were fucking hot. Like Jessie Jane was hot, and she's dead now. But oh well.
Raquel Darian, Jenna Jameson.
Yeah, Jenna Jameson. My God. Anyway.
See, now, if you went back to like the late 80s to 90s, my favorite then was Barbara Dare.
I don't think I've heard of her.
Hey, have you seen the movie Evil Tunes?
Evil Tunes? I don't think so. Is that what?
Michael, I know Michael has. Come on, Michael.
I have
this,
not. Surprisingly, I have not.
Was that a brain damage film?
David Carradine is in
No.
it, believe it or not.
That's
And it's all porn stars, the girls that are in it, that get killed by a cartoon werewolf.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it, Cody, because you like that's you. Like that type of movie is something you would want.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
sounds like something.
That
It
is your
sounds like
homework assignment before I talk to you again, Cody. You must watch Evil Tunes, okay?
we'll see about that. Is that a brain damage film? Like, is that from the label Brain Damage?
No.
Because
I
they
don't
did
think
something.
it's not brain damage. It's
They
something
did
else.
something like that too. They
No.
did something like Twisted Tunes or something like that. They did a movie like that. Sounds like that.
This was one of those B-class movies that was kind of mainstream back then.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but no. Anyway, so I would say the most popular one I met was Alexis Texas, and she just she was a cunt. Like she was like she didn't want to talk to me. She was looking more at the person that was pushing me around and like, oh, what's he want? Does he want a picture? All right, let's get this done. And honest to God, she was ugly in person. Like, yeah, she's hot in all those old school videos that she's done, but my God, you can tell she is a fucking drug addict now, and she did not look good at all. You can even see it in those pictures that I took with her. Like, she just wasn't pretty. So yeah, I wouldn't waste.
It's kind of a shame because some of those girls would be pretty nice, but that's a rough life. It really is.
Yeah, and I've actually seen a couple of podcasts and like interviews where like it's a big bad thing in a world of porn where most of these porn stars get hooked on drugs and they either end up dead or just their lives are ruined. I seen an interview, I think her name was Riley Reid, which I think that's who it was, Riley Reid. She's the one where the big meme where you can see her like taking a big dick and she's like, oh my God, give it to me or something like that. But no, I seen her in an interview just a few weeks ago, and she said she regrets ever going into porn because it ruined her relationship with her entire family. She said still to this day, her brothers won't talk to her, her parents won't talk to her. And she said there for a little bit, she got hooked on some drugs and she got out of it. I don't think she'll ever do porn again. She said she is far away from it.
Well, I've seen her. She's cute. I'll talk to her.
Yeah, I bet you will. But I don't know. These fucking porn stars, like some of them were not too nice, but Tori Black was super nice to me. Like that picture that you're talking about, because I believe that's the one where I had to have someone cover her nipples up with Ghostbuster logos because her titties were out in that picture. But that was actually the second time I met her.
Yeah, I think it was. All I know is, you looked comfortable sitting next to her. Like I thought maybe you had a chance to talk to her first. You can kind of see you were comfortable around her. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my second. And I mean, I don't know if she was telling the truth, but she said she remembered me from the time before, which was like a year before that. But who knows? I didn't really care. But she was super nice.
You are memorable, so.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I've seen Michael before, but that was on America's Most Wanted, but.
You fell flat on that one, buddy. I'm just going to be honest.
Like, I'm teasing the boss, and Michael's gonna be like, "Oh, you want to keep doing stuff for Grandpa? Yeah, fuck you."
And it's on. Oh, I looked up Evil Tunes. It's on Tubi. So if you want to watch it, it is on
free.
Tubi.
You can watch it, and you're gonna be glad that it's free.
Okay. Yeah, I bet I would be. Hey,
well,
speaking of,
if you like boobies, you're gonna see boobies.
Hey, by the way, speaking of horrible movies with porn stars and all that, well, this movie doesn't have porn stars in it, but have you two ever heard of a horror movie called Don't Fuck in the Woods?
I've heard of it. Never saw it, but I heard of it.
There's two of them so far.
I have not heard of that one, no.
Yeah, there's two of them so far. It's basically about this parasite alien that gets attracted to human sex. So both movies have decent amount of sex scenes in them, and then the first one's better than the second one. The first one has full-on bodysuits for the aliens. the production was a little bit better, and there was also a lesbian couple in the first one, which was pretty hot. The second one was a little bit more cheaper. It had just people looking like vampires, like, oh, he got infected by the parasite. Now he's got vampire teeth. So the second one was terrible. They're both not good movies, but the second one's worse.
Okay, you know what? Here, I'm going to go an off-the-wall question for you, right? Let's see how the three of us would vote on this, okay? Out of everybody in Rabbit and Red, who could you see as a porn star?
I mean, I would do it. If I was getting paid, I would do it, because fuck, I can already piss in. I can already take a piss in a room.
Murray?
Do you?
Yeah, Murray would be a porn star. Michael J would be the guy behind the camera, like Burt Reynolds, going, "Aim it at her tits, Eddie." That would be Michael.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He'd be the boom mic guy.
Well, yeah, that's more of a that works.
I could see Paul doing it too.
Well, Michael, who do you think?
Well, I don't want to say Cody, because you just said
come on,
Cody.
you're
You
the
just
boss.
said yourself.
Say it. Come on.
Honestly, I could see some grandpa porn. I could totally see that happening.
Oh God, I don't want to see the grandpa porn.
Yeah, no.
Who's fucking grandpa?
Yeah, no. If he wasn't married, I could see him being a man whore like these days.
Oh my God, Grandpa's feather bed. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
What about you?
Oh, that's crazy. What about me?
Which one do you think? Which one?
I think Murray should have been a porn star, because he was like the Elvis of Wisconsin over here where we're from.
Okay.
That dude knew everybody. I mean, he had the status back then. I mean, he couldn't go anywhere without somebody. Hey, Murray. He was like, he was the reason everybody came to party. They wanted to be around Murray. That was Murray's life back then. Murray is the kind of guy that never should be married. And he's never been married. Well, he'll say that, he had a wife, but they just lived together. But, like how you call each other husband and wife. I've done that too with my ex and everything, but it's not a big deal. But Murray is like Elvis. The guy loves women too much.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely seems like he could eat some good pussy. I'll tell you that.
Well, he'll tell you that's what he can do now, and that's all he can do. That's what he'll tell you.
Okay. So, Steve,
he does the alphabet: A for Alfred, B for Batman.
So, Steve, since we're throwing out tough questions at each other, let me throw out a tough one at you.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people generally don't want to talk about this type of subject out loud for others to hear, but I'm going to put you on the spot. I want to know, are you Democrat? Are you conservative? Are you a Trumpster? Or you like Joe Biden? Who do you vote for?
Oh, you're going to go politics, aren't you? Oh,
yeah,
God.
I want to know. I want to see if you got the balls to talk about it.
Here's where I stand, right? I am neither Democrat and I'm not Republican, but I tend to vote for Democrat more. Okay, I am not a Trumpster. I have hated Trump even way before he decided to run for president. I think that is the most worthless guy in the world, and he should not be president. Period.
Well, thank you for that honest opinion. That I agree. I don't vote. I just flat out don't vote. I don't think I would ever, because I don't care enough. I don't really care enough. And I'm lucky enough to have people in my life that are on both sides. Like, I have far lefties and I got far righties in my life. And oh my God, sometimes I got to constantly remind them, like, guys, whatever you believe in or don't believe, don't push it on to me. Like I was saying earlier, the far left.
I have to say, and the one thing I'm really glad about Rabbit and Red, you guys, I haven't seen a lot of people really go politics on this, and I think that's awesome. that causes way too many problems. There's way too much fighting and arguing. No politics. No politics.
Well, I have no problem talking politics with people, but it's just when people try to tell me what I got to believe in, that's where I have the problem. That's all. I don't want the far right.
Michael and Cody 2024. That's what I'm voting for right there.
Yeah. I don't want the far right telling me that I have to believe that abortion is murder, but I also don't want the far left telling me that I have to buy into trans women being actual women. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be told to buy into any of the propaganda from the left or the right. I want to believe in what makes sense to me.
Back when I was younger, like, in the schools in the 80s, if I tried to dress up in a dress and say, hey, I'm a woman, I should be in the women's bathroom, I would have got arrested.
Yeah, and maybe put into a mental hospital. Just 10, 15 years ago, that would happen.
Yeah.
Probably.
And once again, I would have gotten beat up out in the parking lot on the way out.
I will say this. I am 100%, like I said earlier, about a half an hour ago, I'm 100% against underage people transitioning. I'm against that. And
I agree 100% on that.
Like you said, once someone becomes an adult, do what you want. You're not hurting anybody by transitioning. You're an adult. You have the free will and the rights to do what you want, to feel happy. But just don't force your fantasy world onto us. That's all. And I actually have a trans friend. I have a trans friend who I'm super close with. I consider him one of my best friends, honestly. And when he transitioned to a trans woman, he didn't push it onto me. He let me have my own. He let me take my own time to naturally, rewire my brain for him whenever he's around. And I will. Whenever he's around me, I'll use the pronouns that he wants me to use because that's only right. Did we lose everybody? What is going on here? We got technical difficulties or something? I think I lost everybody. What is going on here? I guess it's all these. Can you at least hear me, Steve? Can everyone still hear me in the chat? I think everyone can still hear me on the stream. Okay, yeah. So all right, so at least everyone still hear me on the stream. I guess maybe our stream got cut off because of the topics we were discussing. Ooh, no, it was probably just technical difficulties on Mike's end. But no, as I was saying, I'll kill some time until Mike comes back or whatever. But what the fuck was I saying? Jesus Christ. We're talking about trans people. Oh yeah, I got a trans friend who transitioned. Yeah. I don't know where Mike went. I don't know why he dropped out. This is kind of a train wreck of a first episode. But no, I got a trans friend who transitioned to do a lady boy or a trans woman or whatever you want to call it. And I support the change that he made. And the reason is because I clearly see the level of happiness with him. I clearly see it. We got Mike back.
You there? Yeah, my internet cut out.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So
what's up, M?
Well, I'm just on my phone. My internet cut out. I don't know how much data I even have. So I guess we're gonna have to cut this short.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because we're on an hour and 40 minutes anyway by this point. Yeah. But do we have any closing thoughts on what we've talked about tonight?
Well, Rabbit and Red, I mean, it was great, Steve. It was great to have you on. I'm sorry that the internet dropped out. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I'm looking at my laptop right now and it just totally bailed. I'm glad that you stuck on, Cody, because I was I had to turn off the Wi-Fi on my phone and jump back into this to, you know.
I'm gonna
So,
I'm gonna blame your mom for this. I think she's
hey,
fucking with you.
you never know.
She's fucking with you from beyond the grave.
You never know. Between that, it's her and Verizon, I'm sure. But I mean, it's been good. I definitely think that this was probably a better first episode than maybe initially you thought it was going to be. So hopefully we can continue it. And
Yeah. All
you know,
right.
we'll see what's going on, so we can have Crippled Cody in some in people's lives. And
Yeah, I know. It's been too long since I've been around, and I'm glad that Steve joined us tonight. Steve, if you're still listening, for Christ's sakes, next time you're on, don't bring your goody two shoes gimmick. Cuss more. Don't be a pussy next time. But we still love you.
yes, cuss.
Yes.
Cuss.
Pardon my French. I'm a 53-year-old lonely man. I gotta say crap instead of shit.
Drop the F-bombs, Steve. We love F-bombs. They're our favorite. They're our favorite.
But yeah, I don't know. We will we'll discuss things, and who, you know, maybe we'll be back. We'll be back with another episode maybe before the end of May. You know, this is the end of April. We'll do another one here in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
And who knows? After that, we definitely got to use that logo he made. That's a pretty good logo.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna use that for the audio episode art, I think. So that'll be good, definitely. And then I'll resize it for the YouTube background and stuff.
Steve's gonna make us an intro. He said
it's probably gonna be better than the shit show that I came up with. So
yeah, it definitely will.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Maybe we should you know what? I was just thinking maybe we should try out a hot seat episode where we can all talk about the toxicity of women. I'm sure Steve would love that. We could do an episode and we could talk about how women sometimes can ruin a man's life. Fuck, I'd love to talk
wait.
about that.
I love how you say sometimes, because I think it's a little more than sometimes.
Most of the time.
You know, I don't know why I have these headphones on. I don't need them. I can't hear anything through them. I have my phone volume up so I can hear you.
And ladies, if I can leave you with one final piece of advice before we go, if there is any ladies listening, pay attention to your diet and what you're drinking and eating, because that will determine if your pussy's gonna stink or not.
Yes. And you don't need a stinky one, because remember, when I was with the Born Again for 5.5 years, that was not a good pussy. Mm-mm.
Yeah. That's probably why you went bald. Because
that was sweat and piss. Remember, sweat and piss. And I remember, and she was hairy too. It was like jungle bush down there. And I remember I went down there with like a fucking lap dog, and I was just lapping it up and lapping it up and lapping it up and lapping it up, because I thought I was gonna get to the golden goose. But you know what? I didn't. I did not. Nope.
Steve says he's got a lot of scary stories for us, and he's suggesting to us to change our underwear. I don't know what did he say? Did he assume that we came? We both busted a nut during the show tonight. Is that what he's saying?
I mean, it's possible.
All right. Well, I busted 2 nuts last night, so I'm not going to be.
Well, you're good then, probably for a few days.
Oh, I'm good probably until the end this time next week, probably, knowing my age.
Oh,
but,
wow. But you're not even 40 yet, so.
Yeah, you got to remember, masturbation's a little bit difficult for me because my hands aren't normal.
Well, yeah, I know that, because it's like kindling.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, oh yeah, because you said girls' pussy stink, guys have to change their underwear too. Yeah, that is. Well, hey, you know, I actually don't wear underwear. I'm sure you wanted to know that, Steve.
No, you know what? I'll tell you, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I tried that for a while, like from like 2019 till about like 2021. I went like the start of the network is when I started wearing underwear again. But from like 19 to the start of the network. So 19 to January of 21, I went commando, as they call it. I didn't like it.
Really?
Dude, see, I wear boxers. I don't wear tighty whities, because if you wear tighty whities, that just cuts everything off. But if you wear boxers, it lets it breathe.
See, I don't wear, I just wear pants. I don't wear anything underneath because it'd be difficult for me to take a piss and all that. So,
well, yeah, I mean that I can understand. I can definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Very,
Mike, you need to shave.
Yeah, no, well, I do shave for the most part. I'm trying to let this bottom section grow in again, because I had a trimmer and I was trying to keep it trim, but the trimmer stopped working, so I ended up shaving it all off. So now I'm letting it kind of like grow again. But I have to shave my head again. That's tomorrow.
Maybe get a hold of the CP Predator and see if, because he probably still has that electric shaver. Maybe he'll shave you for you.
Yeah, between that and the KY, holy shit, yeah.
You could just role play as a 13-year-old little boy for him or something.
I don't think I could pass for that, but I could try.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's our show for tonight, and we will be back. I know Mike, Grandpa, all of them, they do things that I'm not even caught up on, but I'm going to try. I will be back very shortly. Maybe in a few weeks, we'll do another episode. I definitely want to do more hot seat episodes. So
yes,
the idea of me, you, and Steve doing a three-way video call hot seat episode, just trash talking women. Let's do it. That sounds like a show to me.
Yeah, I could trash talk. That's fine.
All right.
I'm on board.
All right. Anything to promote? Anything coming up before we sign off?
Rabbit in Red with me and Theo is returning Thursday. Grandpa's Music Sideshow is Wednesday. Next week, we welcome Emily Hartstone, who is coming to the network to do a show called, let me see if I remember the name of it. It's Diagnosis Dilemma Podcast. And she will be exploring medical illnesses, like medical mystery illnesses and stuff. And she'll be talking with medical professionals and shit like that. So it's that should be interesting. And also next week, Thursdays at noon, starting next week, Shannon Graham is going to be hosting a show called In Your Head, where we're going to be dealing with people's mental issues and anything that they're going through. They can call in, or we're going to have guests on, and she'll she's what they call a transformative life coach. So she'll be, there to help you through your issues and shit like that.
At least she's not a transgender life coach. You know what
No.
I mean? I'm calling it right now. That show, that whole idea is going to go south, and you're going to end up getting someone to commit suicide right on the fucking show with you guys.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Think about the numbers. Think about the numbers.
She's qualified.
Oh, she's qualified to prevent that?
Yeah, she's got like certifications and shit.
Maybe I should call in as a random guest and be like, I'm really thinking about killing myself right now. Just fucking help me.
It's during your sleeping time, so I don't, because it's Thursdays at noon.
Oh, okay. Forget it.
I could maybe do it. Maybe we could wake you up. I could wake you up at 11:45.
I'll fucking kill you if you do that.
Because I can come to Ohio now. I'll come knocking on your door at 11:45.
You're staying in your little armpit of your fucking house. You're gonna stay there where there's no fucking central air, and I can just see it now. The walls are probably dirty. You probably are not washing your clothes. You're probably not doing anything over there.
My brother washes the clothes because the washer's on their side of the house. So
my brother washes the clothes, and all I do is run Rabbit and Red.
No, I make my own food.
Oh, congratulations!
I don't like Uber or DoorDash anymore. I make my own food now.
Okay.
I'm eating plant-based shit.
Plant-based shit?
Well, not shit, but like I got this tofurkey plant-based Italian sausage. It's really fucking good. I recommend it.
Good. All right.
Try it.
No.
You
All
want
right. No, fuck off. All right, that's our show. All those ideas, all those things, shows coming up. I'm gonna pretend they all sound interesting, and we'll see you all back on the next Rabbit and Ed Bread podcast.
Rabbit it. Oh, did you notice I fixed the soothing sounds with Grandpa today? I fixed it.
I noticed that. It sucks. I liked it the way it was.
Yeah, well, I fixed it because I was laughing too hard at the screwed up.
Okay. All right. Have a good night, everyone. We will see you next time.
See you next time. Bye bye.
See you next time. Bye bye.